hope you are enjoying all the benefits your Sheridan Valley TV service has to offer. The expanded number of standard and high-definition channels to enhance your overall viewing experience, additional programming, and the whole home DVR services.
Not to mention the over 30 new HD channels we added earlier in 2014, and adding the SEC network, your all-access pass to the most storied conference in college athletics this fall.
Our next guest, Ryan Johnson, Director of Marketing, joins us to talk about what's going on with Sheridan Valley's cable TV rates and new remotes.
Sheridan Valley customers received notification that a cable rate increase of $6 will begin in February. No one wants a rate increase. We certainly don't want to impose a rate increase, but I have Ryan Johnson here to talk a little bit more about why there's a rate increase and why now. So Ryan, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. So Sheridan Valley is imposing a $6 rate increase on February 1st. We did send notification out to our customers in December. We'll also, again, notify them in January via a bill message. But the biggest reason we have a rate increase is just due to the content providers that their costs keep increasing significantly, and it just comes to a point where Sheridan Valley just cannot keep those costs internal, and we have to actually pass those on to the consumer. We're currently getting ready to begin negotiation with Discovery Networks, which has channels like Discovery, TLC, Investigation, Discovery, and some of those channels will increase significantly. So some of our negotiations this past year have increased as much as 300%, and it's hard for companies such as Sheridan Valley, as small as we are, to accept a 300% rate increase.
How can networks or broadcast station owners increase their rates 300%?
A lot of it has to do with the content that they put on, and Discovery is a good example that I'll talk about. They have shows on like Gold Rush, for example, and it's all about driving viewership to their network. And when they drive viewership to their network, there's a perceived value there to that network. And when they sit down at the table to negotiate, they have the ability to say our viewership is increased by 5%, 10%, whatever the percentage might be. So therefore, we're going to impose a 300% increase over a term contract to the cable providers. Now, there have been some cable providers who have fought this, DirecTV being one of the biggest ones here this year, who got rid of the Weather Channel because the rate increase that they wanted was just so astronomical and the value that DirecTV, the perceived value that Weather Channel said that the customers were getting was not what DirecTV, they weren't in the same thinking here. So what happened was DirecTV got rid of the Weather Channel, and then they started their own little Weather Channel in place of it.
So Sheridan Valley's been working really hard on negotiating rates with these cable providers, or the
We have been. We're part of an association that we receive our content from, and the association does a lot of the negotiation, and we try to keep people updated through a website called www.tvonmyside.com that customers can go to. And I know the question comes up a lot of the times, well, I only watch 12 channels and I have 200 channels. The way the agreements work is many times the content providers, the channel, like Discovery will say, you're going to take Discovery, TLC, and you're also going to take all of these other channels in this agreement, and the viewership on those channels may be much less than their top-rated channels.
But it all comes as a package, and if you try to buy just the...
It all comes as a package, and I know there's a lot of talk about, I just want to be able to buy a la carte, and I think you're seeing some movement this year on some a la carte pricing. I know CBS All Access just rolled out, I think it's $5 a month, that customers can watch it over the internet, and you're paying the $5 directly to CBS. But right now we're in negotiations with a lot of our local um, TV stations, such as ABC and CBS, Fox, for example, and those negotiations take time. There's not a middle road we can take. I mean, we try to negotiate the best we can to get the best rate for us, the lowest rate we can, but it's typically a multi-year agreement, and there's increases worked into the agreement. So yes, imposing a rate increase is not something that Sheraton Valley is happy to do.
Well, and also you said something about being part of an association, and that gives us a bigger buying power, or more than just Sheraton Valley fighting for better rates.
It is. Being part of this group, this association, allows us to aggregate all of our subscribers to be able to sit down at the table and say, well, we're bringing you, X amount, a million of subscribers, and this is our negotiating power. It certainly, if smaller companies such as Sheraton Valley went to the table to Discovery to sit down, and we're bringing them a very small amount of subscribers, the rate would be much higher. And so being in an association does help with negotiating power to a certain degree. The other thing that drives a lot of the cost increase is sports. We just went through a Turner, Turner getting, I think, a 10-year deal with the NCAA on basketball, and I think it was over a 10 or $12 billion agreement, and so those costs are passed on to the consumer through rate increases over a length of time of a contract. So sports do drive a lot of the programming costs, and I know that not everybody watches sports, but
those that do, they want those stations. They want to.
They do want those stations, and this year we added the SEC network.
Absolutely,
and
that was a great addition.
We had a lot of customers who wanted the SEC network added, and it was a cost that we took on to provide that service to the customers. I mean, we work very hard to keep our costs down, and one of the things that we've done here recently, and I know a lot of people have been getting them in the mail, is we've been sending out remote controls to our customers to work a brand new middleware platform that we're switching over to help lower our cost.
Okay, so you said middleware platform. Explain that just a little bit.
So the middleware platform is the platform that is the interactive guide on the TV for customers. So when you hit guide and you scroll through your TV to find ESPN or Discovery or TLC, you're actually interacting with the middleware on the system. So some customers will notice that the on guide screen may look a little different from our old platform to our new platform. And we have other things that we've added, such as the weather, what's hot. There's some games that customers can play. There's a radar map for the weather. So all these little features allow us to standardize on one platform and lower our cost, and help us become more efficient in the delivery of our video product.
Well, and a lot of customers might say, well, I don't like change, I don't like technology, but if they give it a chance and just try to work with it, there are some very neat features that, with the new remote, that will allow them to do some neat things with their TV.
There's some very neat things that as I mentioned, for the customer side of it, but also for the back end of it for Sheraton Valley. There's some really nice features for us, because it's much easier for us to turn on HBO free viewing weekend and turn it off. So many of our customers have probably noticed that we've over the past year, we've really been doing more and more free weekend views for HBO and Stars and Encore. And we take advantage of them now. We can actually schedule those, to go on and go off, and having one middleware platform just makes it easier for our company to operate, and it allows us to become more efficient.
Is there a free HBO weekend coming up pretty soon, or?
You know, we just did come off of a free viewing weekend just here recently. HBO puts them out usually once a quarter.
Once a quarter,
and
okay.
you know, we have the ability to do some messaging on our new platform to let customers know, hey, this is going to be coming up and this is the weekend it's going to be available.
Mm-hmm. So for customers who are having a difficult time with the remote, what advice would you have for them?
They can always use their old remote. Their old remote will work just fine. If they are having issues with the new remote. I know there is a little sensitivity problem with the remote. We have contacted our vendor. Our vendor has recognized and found the issue. They did say it's going to take about 3 to 4 weeks to fix the issue.
Now, will the customers have to do anything with the
The
remote?
customers won't have to do anything. Once we get the issue fixed, we'll actually push out a software update to the customers' set-top boxes, and it'll fix the issue once the resolution is released to us.
We'll keep you
But they
updated
can
on
use
that.
their old remote control.
Yeah. And if they have any questions, or they can always call in the
They can always
office.
call the CSRs or the sales office and talk to the customers. Customers can talk to the salespeople about the issues they might be having, and if needed, we can have a technician come out and help if needed.
I know it does get difficult. Sometimes it gets up. It's different. There's a change. It's a step in technology. It is a change, but it's something worth trying. And if you do have questions, feel free to call because we'd be happy to help.
Yes.
Get you through that.
Yes.
Well, Sheridan Valley customers do have a choice in providers. So Ryan, tell us some of the reasons why they should choose Sheridan Valley.
Well, Sheridan Valley being a very local company, we're very ingrained in our community. Our employees work here, live here, spend money here. If you have DirecTV or Dish Network, every month when you write that check, it goes to wherever. Obviously not here. And we have a significant amount of employees that are in your community, I've had customers before, especially when we were working on getting the SEC network before it came online. Send Facebook messages. And there are many times that I'll reply to a Facebook message at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And one in particular, I remember a customer wanted the SEC network but did not want to see a rate increase. And so I put together a response to this customer, and they understood that there was going to have to be a rate increase at some time. But I think one of the things that they said that kind of hit home was Dish or Direct would not reply to them at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night. So our customers understand that we're in tune with their needs. Hey, on a rate increase, I have to pay a rate increase just like the consumer. So I definitely don't want to see my bill go up, but I understand the reasons why, and we continue to work hard, and we want customers to choose our products and services, all of our products and services, because we feel that we do have a top-notch network, and we work hard to ensure that we deliver a good value at a good price.
And one thing, if they did go to another cable provider, you would not have CVTV.
That's true. You would lose CVTV. So you would lose all of us.
Absolutely, and that would be a bad thing.
Very bad.
All right. Well, Ryan, thank you again. We appreciate so much you being here.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan. We understand you have a choice in providers. We appreciate your business, and we wish to bring you the highest value at the best price.
And with the holidays, we'd like to bring you a value to make those holidays sparkle with a bundle of tech from Sheridan Valley. Sign up for our silver triple play bundle, and you'll enjoy over 140 digital channels. You can get up to 10 megs speed on the internet, and our local phone service with unlimited long distance. All this for only $79.99 for the first 6 months. And if you sign up by December 22nd on this great offer, you can also be entered in to win an iPad mini. That drawing will take place on December 23rd, so call 395-9000 now to get sparkling savings with a bundle of tech from Sheridan Valley.
Get your name in that drawing.
That's great, yeah.
That'd be a great
Make for a
giveaway.
great holiday.
Absolutely. Well, during the Christmas season, you may be asked to adopt a family or a child for the holiday and provide a family a hot meal during the holiday or a child a gift to make their holiday a time of joy. Our next guest, Darin Elrod, and his family will make this Christmas an extra special Christmas for one lucky little boy. They join us to talk about why this Christmas will be an extra special, joyful Christmas for them all.
Well, Christmas is a special time of year, a time to celebrate Jesus' birthday, a time to be with family. And we're excited to have Darin's family join us as this is an extra special Christmas for them. This is Darin. Everyone knows Darin. He's on TV all the time. And his lovely wife, Staci. And I'll let Darin introduce the children.
Well, I've got my whole family here with me. So I have my daughter Sophia, my son Trey, my daughter Zoe, and my daughter Ava.
So Darin, welcome to all of you. I'm glad that you are here. Very excited to have you here. So Darin, tell us what makes this an extra special Christmas for you and your family.
Well, we have a special Christmas this year because just before Thanksgiving, we were able to finalize our adoption process for our son Trey on that. Trey's been with us since October of 2013, and we took him in as a foster family on that, and he's been with us since, and from the day he came in, he's been one of our children, and we were just so happy and excited and blessed when we were able to finalize that adoption process.
Well, and so Trey, hello. Hello, how are you?
Hi.
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 Hi. Yeah. Well, so Stacy, I got a question for you. Why did you all to decide to become foster parents? You're young, you have a full family. What made you decide to become foster parents?
Well, it's something that we've always talked about doing. It's something that we always felt like we wanted to do, but with, like you said, 3 kids and working and our busy lives, we just never took the initiative to do it. And then when Trey's situation was presented to us, we decided what better time than then to become his foster parents. And so I just feel it was something that the Lord laid on our heart, and it just was the right time for us.
So, girls, what do you all think about little brother?
I think it's great.
Talk loud.
I think he's really fun because I've always wanted a little brother, and so it was just fun to experience playing with him and having a little brother.
Do you get to help out a lot with him?
Yes.
Yeah. How about you, Ava? What do you think about Trey? Pretty cool? Yeah. Yeah.
It was just really different because all we know and all we knew was girls and girl things and girl colors, and then Trey kind of shook things up a little bit. So we were excited to have him join us.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the process of the adoption. It took quite a long time.
Like I said, we had him in our house for a little over a year on that going through, and from the beginning on that wasn't necessarily a qualification to talk about adoption, but it was something that we were always open to going through, and of course it didn't take but a few minutes for him to feel like our own as we went through. So
when he was first placed with us, they presented it as if it ever did come to the time of adoption, would we be willing? And from day one, the answer was always yes. We always knew that was an option. Even though going into it, we knew it was a slim chance at that time that it would be an option in the end. But thankfully, it did come to adoption. But he was placed, and we went through a training as a couple. We had to go through a training to become qualified. And then we just kept doing the monthly visits from Children's Division would come in and visit with us and make sure that Trey was fitting in with our family and make sure that everything was going well. And then we also had monthly meetings that we had to attend as a team for Trey to make sure that we were meeting all of his needs there as well. And so we did that throughout the entire year, and then at the 12-month mark, it became available for us to actually turn from reunification with his family to adoption. And so then we started that process of getting a lawyer and all the paperwork and meeting all those requirements, and then finally the day came where we could finalize it.
So what was that day like when you stood before the judge and it was final?
It was nerve-wracking.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, I was nervous. I knew that it was probably going to go off without a hitch, but you always have those, just, you never know what can happen.
Unknowns, yeah.
Yeah, so I was a little nervous, but it actually went better than I had planned. So, yeah, we just couldn't ask for anything more, really.
What an exciting day that would have been.
It was so exciting, and we were so relieved at the end of it that the 13 months that we had waited and been patient and did everything we were asked to do, it was finally all worth it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, do you have something you'd like to say?
No, you
Thought
don't?
So what advice would you have for others who might be considering becoming foster parents or adopting children?
I would say, I mean, it's definitely worth it going through. In the beginning when we talked about it, again, we said we had a lot on our plate, but coming into our family, I mean, it just made it worth it at the end, especially when we finalized going through on that. So, I mean, it wasn't a burden or anything in that way. It was very easy to work with. The Children's Division on that, and they were very supportive in getting us the qualification and everything to get to that point. So
You just have to be very patient. Yeah. You have to be willing to be flexible, and you have to be willing to communicate. Not just with your spouse or your children, but with Children's Division and with all of those agencies that are there to help you. You have to be willing to work with them. And I mean, number one is patience. You just have to be patient and
probably
keep the faith, because it will eventually fall into place the way it's supposed to be. I truly believe that. So
I think you have really great time management skills. Making sure kids are here and there, because they're, all your children are active in different interests, and so it's if someone says, well, I don't really have time, that's not a good excuse.
yeah, it's definitely a juggling act, and you just have to go with the flow. I mean, you have to be very flexible. Things don't always work out the way you expect, but if you're willing to change and adapt, then you'll be just fine.
So this is going to be an extra special Christmas for you all, huh?
Ooh.
yes, we have the, even from the Christmas card and everything, being official is, it's always he's felt like part of the family, but to actually have him as an Eleazarraraz and to have him on the card or something along those lines, that just really means so much to us. So we had a great Thanksgiving with that. We were able to celebrate with family, and we're looking forward to Christmas.
So I got a question for the kids. Zoe, what are you most looking forward to this Christmas?
Well, we usually go somewhere and either go sledding or do something like as a family for Christmas. And now that he's like officially in our family and stuff, I'm really looking forward to like doing this special thing with him for this year.
How about you, Sophia?
I'm looking forward to having a good time with my family, and
That's it? How about you, Ava? What are you looking forward to? Santa going to come visit you? Oh, you must have been on the good list, huh? Yep.
Maybe.
Well, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and enjoy this wonderful, wonderful special Christmas this year. And you got anything else you'd like to say before we go?
Just thanks for the opportunity to share our story, and hopefully there's others out there that can have that same joy and go through the process on that.
Absolutely. Well, Merry Christmas, Trey. Welcome to the Eleazarraraz family, huh?
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you all.
Wave.
Darin, what a beautiful family you have.
Well, thank you. We enjoyed coming on and telling them a little bit about our story. So, another great thing to do this with your family is go visit Vicki and Bruce Latchford. They invite all, young and old, to come and celebrate this glorious season with them. Their Christmas Light Wonderland in Callio is open for all to see from dusk until 10 p.m. Stop in, sign the guest book, and enjoy the lights.
CVTV has many exciting shows this week. Check out our full lineup on our website, cvalley.net. CVTV can also be found on YouTube. And we want to remind our viewers that we are having a recipe contest. Send us your favorite recipes, and Darin and I will prepare them on our show. So send them to cvtv at SheratonValley.com, and we look forward to getting some interesting recipes.
And there's basically a cash drawing or
A gift
with
certificate.
with that as well. So
If we use your recipe, you'll receive a $25 gift certificate that you can use for a new feature for your phone, or apply to your phone bill, something to help out during the holidays.
So, yep, we look forward to that. Get those in, and I definitely want to try all those recipes going through.
I hear Darin's a great cook. I don't know. I'll have to see. So we have our quote this week from Dr. Seuss. It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. Christmas can't be bought from a store. Maybe Christmas means a little bit more.
Yes, Christmas is so much more, and this couldn't be more true this year for my family.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the time we have for now. From all of us at CVTV, we thank you for sharing a part of your day with us.
Stay tuned for another CVTV program coming up shortly.
From the Elazarraraz family to all of our Sheridan Valley viewers, we wish you a Merry Christmas!